Hello and good afternoon. We are here today with Nicole Gabai, and I'm Angela Brown, and we are here. And I've got a really interesting session for you today because today we're going to have that discussion about what do you do and how do you organize your house and what do you do with the holiday decorations before and after the holidays and all the things. So please help me welcome Nicole Gabai. Nicole, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm very good. Thanks for being here today. So, in my house, I have about 10 employees at any given time that work out of my house.
Oh,
And so I have a great big conservatory. It's a great big room of nothing but windows. And it is wall to wall, big tables. And then there are rolly chairs that are like office chairs with wheels on them.
yeah.
And so during the holidays, we had a party. And so my back to one is that room, wall to wall with tables, and then the chairs are there. But since we had a party, I
Yes,
knew that I wanted everybody near the kitchen with all the food. So they're not tracking food all through the house to that room where they would sit.
I see.
So I rolled up the great big oriental rug that's in my living room and I brought in those big tables, the great big 8-foot tables. I brought in a couple of those and put them back to back and then one over to the side. And I brought in all the rolly chairs and then we had tablecloths over the top. So we had
Right.
this great big eating area that was next to all the food.
Yeah.
And then after the party was over, we went back to one and everything was returned back to its original place. Is that what you're talking about?
It's exactly right. It's exactly right. Now, in your case, it sounds like there's a lot more simplicity to what's on the tabletop in general, or you're back to one, right? I don't know. I'm guessing. But in home, we tend to have a lot more things. We have our vases and we have our books and we have, pretty decor and memorabilia from a trip. So we tend to have a little more stuff. But if you can establish that back to one and that is your happy place, that's your peaceful place, then once you know it, you go right back to it like you did at your office for sure.
Well, and then the holiday decorating becomes the issue because
Yeah.
if you are going to, in this particular case, I kind of upset the whole house in order to have a party where
Yeah.
before it was actually tidied up. And now I'm going to upset it from its business like version to its more like home party like version. So tell
Exactly.
us about when you upset everything and now you're decorating for the holidays and you said keep it minimal and have hints of the holiday.
Yes.
But share with us how you would upset getting a whole room ready for a guest or a family to come stay with you. That's not your back to one scenario.
So basically, you're saying the guest room area or just the kitchen, living room where you're going to be with your guest?
Let's get down and dirty with it. Let's pretend like a family of five is going to come stay with you over the holidays and
Yeah.
your whole entire house is going to be upturned and renovated, moved around, and stuff's going to get shuffled.
Yep.
We got to
Okay.
make room for five people and all their stuff.
Okay. And then what's the question on that part? How do you get it back to one when they leave?
How do we make it manageable and make them feel at home and it's not so cluttered?
Well, that does come down to quantity. We collect things, we have beauty things, we love our stuff. Everyone's got stuff. Well, it becomes a matter of quantity. Do you need five vases out? You're going to have a family of five. Maybe one vase is enough. Put the rest away. And that goes for every little seating area. Do you need 12 art books out? Maybe not. Let's move this to another shelving area. So you kind of start by section. That's another one of my principles is sectional organizing, where you really look at each room and say, this is going to be the reading section. So now I'm going to put all the books over there so they're out of my way. And this is the kids section, all their coloring books, their art books, their toys. There, maybe you put a blanket out for them, and that's the kids section. So we kind of create these sections and clear away anything that doesn't need to be in that section for that particular, five guest weekend. And you can really get rid of a lot of clutter because in terms of what those five guests need, you simplify it. You say, okay, if we're going to play games, we've got a few games in this section. And
Mhm.
when we're going to have dinner, we're going to be at this table. And, if you need to move the coffee table because you need to open the bed, as long as you can clear away and just put the necessities for that group, I think you clear a lot of clutter out of the way. Here.
Thank you so much, Nicole, for joining us today.
You're
This was so
welcome.
much fun.
Well,
And
you're welcome. It was great. Thanks for having me. Oh, and by the way, the book is available on Amazon or any bookstore. It's distributed through Ingram Books, so it's worldwide distribution.